Okay, so what I'm going to do is inlay some contrasting woods in the end. I've already prepared some dowels, I guess you'd say, of some contrasting woods. So I'll put in a disc of walnut. That's 1 1/8 inches in diameter. And then I'll put in a disc of maple into that disc of walnut. That's 7/8 inches in diameter. And then a disc of, that's Yatoba, Brazilian cherry. It's actually a scrap of pre-finished flooring I got from somebody. And that's 5/8 inches in diameter. So I'll have some concentric circles in the end. I prepared these ahead of time. And part of my preparation was mounting a piece of scrap and taking the bits. That's 1 1/8 inch Forstner bit, and boring the hole with the bit and seeing whether the dowel would fit the hole. I actually turned the dowels to fit the holes produced by the bits rather than strictly to a specific size. So that first hole, I'm going to dome the end. So the largest disc is going to be where the surface is going away from it. So I made that hole, it's at least 1/4 inch, if not 5/16 of an inch deep. It's just over 1/4 inch deep, so that when I cut down, I won't be cutting down into the bottom of the disc. So that is a nice snug fit. Okay, so now I'll just part off, or these, what I use for a narrow parting tool, it's just a piece of steel. Actually about the size and shape of a tongue depressor, only not as thick as a tongue depressor. I just ground the end to a point, and because I don't even have a handle on it, I don't go in more than 1/4 inch deep with one of these, because I don't want it to get that much leverage on me. I go in about 1/4 inch, and that gives me a groove 1/4 inch deep, and then I use a saw to cut it the rest of the way off. This is fairly flimsy stuff. I don't want to go in too deep with it and put too much torque on it. Plus, it tends to start to go off to one side when you go in too deep with it. Okay, just when I'm cutting something off like this, I have ruined a few saws by when it comes loose finally, the saw continues down and slams onto the bed. I don't like ruining saws that way, so it helps to put something there. Of course, since I started putting something there, I don't think I've been slamming through the way I was before either. But if I try doing it without something there, I'm sure I'll find out that I should have had something there. That small cut I made earlier, I was only cutting 1/8 of an inch of stuff, so I wasn't too worried about slamming through on it. I don't suppose you can see much from there. I'll slide the camera down. Okay, so now I'll change the bit to a 7/8 bit. And that should be good.